Howdy ho, folks. So this is a video I did not think I was going to have to do, given the current makeup of our House, our Senate, and our President of the United States. But apparently it's a thing because a little bit ago, HR 3999 got introduced to the House. So with that being said, we need to oppose this bill. This bill, basically what it is a ban on rate of fire increasing devices. Very nebulous, very open interpretation. And even if you guys don't have any bump fire stocks or slide fire stocks or anything of that nature, I know I don't plan on buying any of this stuff. We still shouldn't give them what they want. For several reasons. One, the law ain't going to stop any more mass shootings. And if we give in to this law, the next mass shooting, they're going to be saying, well, I don't see why we can't get just one more gun law. That's always going to be their narrative. And the more we give in, at the end of the day, the less freedom we're going to have, and the more they're going to keep doing it. And second, even if you do think, okay, a ban on slide fire stocks and things of that nature isn't really all that important, the bill is very open to interpretation and very open to be abused if it passes. Does anyone else remember the attempt at the banning of the M855 round? The arbitrary attempt to arbitrarily reclassify it as armor-piercing ammunition. And when I say it in that way, I'm using the gun controller version, which is very nebulous. There is actually such a thing as armor-piercing ammunition, but that has a specific set of parameters that go along with it. Okay, so I show you this headline from Town Hall because it raises a good point. Nancy Pelosi says herself that she hopes that this leads to more gun control. She said it herself. And Nancy Pelosi is a representative. She's a member of Congress. She's not your local Moms Demand Action chapter leader. She actually has influence. Somebody like this is making that call. It should be reason alone enough to oppose this. Moreover, if they do this, given the current makeup of the Senate, the House, and the President, imagine what they can do when the makeup switched to a more Democrat-friendly makeup. Imagine what they're going to do then. We let them do this now. And I did bring up the proposed ban on the M855 by executive fiat that Obama tried. And Obama was very executive order happy. Is it too far-fetched to believe the next Democrat who gets to be president? Is it too far-fetched for them to take that nebulous bill, even if they don't get any more gun control laws passed through the House and the Senate? Is it too far-fetched to suggest that that Democrat president is going to turn around and use executive fiat, executive orders, and use that law to make up more stuff? I mean, shoot. Is it too far-fetched to say this pistol grip is a rate-increasing device? This detachable magazine is a rate-increasing device. I mean, come on. The people who have proposed the assault weapons ban in the past have made claims like that very regularly. Magazines over 10 rounds. Is it too far-fetched to suggest that they're going to claim that those are rate-increasing devices? And then magazines over 5 rounds. Is it too far-fetched for them to claim that? Guys, if we sit on this, if we let this slide, if we're not out there writing our congressmen, writing our reps, talking to people, trying to convince them that this is a bad idea, if we're not going to stand up and defend our freedom now, we're going to lose it. We always have to keep on defending our freedom. That's the downside to having freedom, is you're constantly defending it because there are people that want to take it away. Yes, so I share you this because there are people that don't like freedom in this country. Well, at least not this type of freedom, the Second Amendment type of freedom. They want to repeal it. And I know that petition has less than 5,000 signatures, but there are people out there with a voice, with influence, that would really love nothing more than just to pretend the Second Amendment never existed. That's just the long and short of it. Give you another quick case in point example with the Obama administration. Everyone remembers the shameful day speech in the Rose Garden after the Manchin-Toomey bill failed. He was saying it's a shameful day because even after Sandy Hook, they couldn't get universal background checks, which, even if that law had been in place prior to Sandy Hook, or had we had a deja vu, that law would have done nothing to stop that massacre. Yet they're standing on the graves of those children to push that law anyway. Adam Lanza murdered his mother and stole her guns. How are universal background checks going to stop that? They're not. And Obama, in that very same speech, complained about getting called out for standing on the graves of those dead children, which he thoroughly deserved, because that's exactly what he's doing. This is exactly what the gun controllers are doing 9 out of 10 times when they're demanding more gun control laws. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all take her easy out there. And please, get out, do something. Call your reps. Take your buddy who's never been shooting before shooting. Get them into firearms. Get them into the gun culture as well. Donate money to the NRA. Donate money to Gun Owners of America. If you're not a member of either of these organizations, you might want to consider signing up and becoming a member of these organizations. We need help here. On the gun rights side of things, we need all the help we can get because we're always under attack here, folks. So, y'all take her easy out there. Thanks for watching.